Have you ever been severely incapacitated with a devastating cramp out of nowhere in the middle of the night, or it really interrupts your me time while you're relaxing in front of the television and munching on some snacks? Or maybe you were being productive and working hard and building those powerful calves and getting ready to do your final set when that debilitating pain drops you on your knees and making you yell for your mama.
Mama!
Hi, I'm Mike, physiotherapist from MyPhysiGo. In this video, I want to share 4 things you can do to effectively prevent and manage muscle cramps. But you can use the same principle for cramps and spasms for other muscle groups as well. Before moving on to that though, I have a feeling that you may be watching this because you need immediate help and may be cramping up as we speak. So I'll get to what you can do right now to get some relief and stop that cramp first. When you're in the middle of the cramp, there are a few things you can do to help relieve the cramp immediately. With a calf muscle cramp, if it's too hard for you to go out and find a wall and stretch it out properly, you can simply bring your toes towards your shin to stretch the muscle. Hold it there until you feel the cramp subside. Avoid pointing your toes down as the contraction and shortening of the muscle will make the cramp worse. Help relax the calf by massaging the tendon associated with the calf. In this case, it's the Achilles tendon. Doing this will help stimulate the Golgi tendon organs, which reflexively helps to relax the muscle complex. You can also massage an acupressure point located on the outside part of your leg, just below the knee. Find a prominent bone called the fibular head, which is marked X in the video clip. Simply move one thumb width down from the X and one thumb width towards the shin bone, and you found it. This area should feel a bit tender. Massage and apply pressure on that area for 10 to 15 seconds or until the cramp subsides. At last, you can add in some deep breathing techniques to help relax your body. I know it can be quite hard while you're in the middle of a cramp, but it works. Simply breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds to let your lungs expand, and then blow out the air slowly through pursed lips for 4 seconds. Repeat this process until your cramp starts to subside. Hope that immediately helps. So now we'll move into the 4 ways to prevent cramps and spasms from happening in the first place. There are 2 main muscle groups that form the calf, the gastrocs and soleus, and we need to stretch out both of them. To start, stand near a wall with one foot in front of the other, front knee slightly bent. Keep the back knee straight, heel on the ground, and lean towards the wall. You can stretch different calf muscles by keeping the back knee straight or slightly bent, and also by turning the foot inwards or outwards. If you are prone to cramping, I would encourage you to stretch at least 10 times per day and hold each stretch for 30 seconds. Number 2, balancing hydration with electrolyte intake. Whether you are a competitive athlete, weekend warrior, or someone who doesn't exercise, having a good balance of water and electrolytes in your body is crucial for preventing and managing cramps. How much water do you need? We've all heard of varying magic numbers like 8, 10, 12 cups a day. The answer really depends on your activity level, your diet, how much you sweat, and if you're taking certain medication. Easiest way to look at is your urine color, and as a general rule, if it's dark yellow, you're most likely dehydrated, whereas if it's clear or light yellow, you're in good hydrated state. You also don't want to be over consuming water because that can also throw off the water electrolyte balance, which can increase your cramps as well. But from my experience, most people tend to be on more the dehydrated side. Taking sodium or salt is one key electrolyte that has been shown to decrease the frequency and intensity of cramps. Salt has gotten a bad rap because of its role in causing high blood pressure, strokes, and other cardiovascular diseases. But the electrolyte is essential in helping muscle and nerve function and fluid balance in the body. So if you're eating whole unprocessed food, you can be comfortable adding a little bit of salt in your diet. Research has shown that the amount of sodium needed to maintain proper body function is around 500 milligrams per day. Other electrolytes such as potassium, magnesium, and calcium may also play a role in preventing cramps, but I would say most people would have a difficult time determining what type of electrolytes they are deficient in. So in practical sense, I have recommended the brands like Nuun, BioSteel, or any other drinks like coconut water that have all the necessary electrolytes, and give those a try first to see if they help. They are not by any means the complete list, but they have worked well for my clients and myself. If there are any other ones that work for you, please let me know in the comments below. Number 3, use heat. Heat packs are commonly used to help with relaxation of muscles and to improve blood flow to the region it is applied to. From hot baths, showers, or portable heat packs, you can use a variety of different heat sources to achieve this effect. Although both dry and moist heat are beneficial, moist heat has been shown to improve blood flow more than dry heat. To get a moist heat effect, you can microwave and place a beanbag and apply a moist wet towel on the area of treatment. If you're looking for a plug-in heat pack, I personally use and recommend the Thermofor heating pack as it provides moist and consistent heat. Depending on the body part, 10 to 15 minutes of heat application is appropriate. If you have a tendency to get night cramps, it'll be helpful to apply some heat on the area of tension and cramps before you go into bed. The fourth tip, this is the release of myofascial trigger points. This is often overlooked in practice, but it plays a big part in causing cramps. You may have noticed some tenderness and tight regions of the muscle when you have been using them prior to experiencing any muscle cramps. What are trigger points? Essentially are muscle knots, hypercontracted regions of muscles that are tender to touch. You will feel an increase in pain or a lump when you push on those areas, and frequently you may also notice that these areas are at the site of cramps. They may also refer pain to a particular region when the trigger point is more severe. Stretching alone may not be able to fully target the trigger points as it only stretches the muscle as a whole in general, but it leaves the trigger points minimally affected. In treating trigger points in the clinic, we get great results using acupuncture needles on the areas of tenderness. At home, what you can do is apply sustained pressure on the muscle knot to release it, holding it for at least 1 minute and repeating about 10 repetitions per day. So for example, if you have calf cramps, you may use a foam roller, a lacrosse ball, or a tennis ball and apply pressure on those tender areas of the calf and hold. You can find them by rolling up and down, turning your foot inwards or outwards to locate them. You can also try pointing your ankles up and down while you're rolling on the calf to amplify the release of the trigger point. There are many causes of cramps, and these tips are for common muscle cramping that we see in our practice. If your cramping persists or gets worse, please check with your doctor to get a more comprehensive checkup. Give us a thumbs up if this video is helpful for you, and consider a subscribe to support what we're doing. Let us know if you have any questions below, and I will see you in the next one.